This Monday at sundown, the Jewish holiday of Passover began. So many wonderful traditions, a great family holiday. Joining us now is Evie Weinstein with the Bureau of Jewish Education to give us some insight on some of those wonderful family traditions. Thanks for joining us.
Sure, I'm happy to be here.
You know, we were speaking before the break. This is a great way to bring families together,
Yes.
a wonderful holiday in the home to reconnect. What are some of the traditions?
Well, what we do is we tell the story of Passover every year, and we're really asked to do it as part of our heritage. And we teach our children about what it was like to be slaves in the land of Egypt many hundreds of years ago. So the holiday is just filled with symbolism, and this is a Seder plate that my mother-in-law actually made for me, and we use it every year. And on it you'll see all different kinds of weird kinds of things, but they all mean something and tell the story of Passover. And of course, you see a box of matzah here. During the week of Passover, we don't eat anything leavened. We just eat matzah, and everything we make has matzah in it.
I make a mean matzo ball soup, so I'm with you there.
Yum.
Let's talk about the Seder plate and some of the symbolisms. What are we working with here?
Okay, so this is horseradish or bitter herb, and we eat this during the Seder to remind us of the bitter lives of the slaves. This is parsley, and what we do is we dip it in salt water and taste it, and the salt water reminds us of the tears, the sadness of the slaves. The egg is renewal, rebirth, spring, the whole thing. This is a lamb shank, and the lamb shank reminds us of, actually the word Passover is in the story, if you remember, the blood was on the every Jewish slave's home. The lamb's blood was on the door, so the angel of death skipped over the Jewish homes when the 10th plague was killing the firstborn child. And then this is called harosis, and it's a mixture of apples and honey, and it reminds us of the mortar, the bricks that the slaves were building to build Egypt at the time.
You know, I think it's a great way for families to reconnect and again remember all of our heritage and where we've come from and also where we're going. Evie, thank you so much for sharing this with us today.
My pleasure.
All right, we're going to send things over now to Jordan and the desk check.